I promise I'll make it all worth it.
Welcome, wrestling warriors. You're tuned into Wrestle Watch Central, your daily dose of WWE. Hit that bell, and let's get started. The arena lights dim, and the buzz of anticipation fills the air as fans at home and in attendance can feel something significant is about to happen. All eyes are on Monday Night Raw, and behind the scenes, tension is building between two of the most dynamic performers in the women's division, Nikki Cross and Liv Morgan. Earlier tonight, a heated backstage encounter set the stage for a one-on-one confrontation that promises to be intense and deeply personal. Nikki Cross approached Liv Morgan in a quiet hallway, catching her off guard after a hard-fought match, and issued a direct challenge. The interaction wasn't casual or friendly. Every word, gesture, and glare carried the weight of rivalry. It was clear from the start that this was about more than just a match. It was about pride, momentum, and establishing dominance within the division. The challenge has now been officially confirmed for next week's Raw, promising a clash that could have significant implications for both women's careers. The current landscape of the women's division. The Raw women's division in late 2025 has been a whirlwind of surprises, unexpected alliances, and rivalries that emerge seemingly out of nowhere. Liv Morgan has been a steady presence, known for her gritty, resilient style and ability to connect with fans through her determination and heart. Her matches often combine high-impact offense with a tactical approach, making her unpredictable and exciting to watch. Nikki Cross, on the other hand, has returned recently with a renewed intensity, blending unpredictability, aggression, and a chaotic edge that keeps both fans and competitors guessing. The clash between Morgan and Cross is therefore more than a fleeting feud. It is the collision of two very different yet equally compelling personalities, whose contrasting approaches to in-ring competition promise to create a memorable and hard-hitting showdown. Liv Morgan's journey. Over the past year, Liv Morgan has faced significant challenges that have tested her resilience and commitment. A shoulder injury in mid-2025 temporarily stalled her momentum, forcing her to regroup and reestablish herself in the division. Despite these setbacks, she has remained a focal point in the Raw women's roster, engaging in high-energy matches and demonstrating a willingness to fight through adversity. Her ability to overcome obstacles, both in-ring and in her career narrative, has strengthened her connection with the audience. This recent confrontation with Nikki Cross further underscores Morgan's fearlessness, as she meets aggression with confidence and determination, making it clear that she refuses to be intimidated. Morgan's story is one of perseverance, and this upcoming match will add another chapter to her evolving narrative. Nikki Cross's evolution. Nikki Cross has always been a character defined by unpredictability and energy, but her recent return to Raw has showcased a more focused, calculated aggression. She has transitioned from her earlier persona as a quirky tag team competitor to a forceful singles wrestler capable of challenging top-tier talent. Cross's appeal lies in her ability to balance chaotic energy with strategic intensity, creating a presence that is both entertaining and threatening. Her confrontation with Liv Morgan is not random. It is a deliberate step to assert herself within the division and to demonstrate that she is a competitor who should not be underestimated. Cross brings unpredictability, psychological tactics, and high-intensity offense, all of which make her a formidable opponent for any wrestler, including Morgan. The stakes of the match. This upcoming one-on-one match is far more than a standard contest on the Raw card. It represents a narrative turning point for both women and for the division as a whole. A victory for Morgan could reinforce her position as a top contender and highlight her resilience after overcoming injuries, while a win for Cross could establish her as a renewed threat capable of shaking up the division. Beyond the outcome, the match will test the mental and physical limits of both performers, creating an opportunity for compelling storytelling that extends beyond a single night. Momentum, confidence, and division hierarchy are all at play, making this encounter a significant event for Raw's evolving narrative. Psychological and strategic dimensions. Part of what makes this rivalry so compelling is the psychological aspect each competitor brings to the match. Nikki Cross thrives on unpredictability, using aggressive taunts, sudden bursts of offense, and erratic behavior to disrupt her opponent's focus. Liv Morgan, by contrast, relies on tactical intelligence, experience, and resilience to counteract aggression and maintain her rhythm. The interplay of these contrasting approaches is likely to dominate the early stages of the match, as Cross attempts to unsettle Morgan, only for Morgan to respond with strategic counters and heart-driven offense. This dynamic not only enhances the in-ring storytelling, but also keeps fans on edge, as momentum can swing suddenly in either direction. Anticipated match flow. Inside the ring, we can expect a match that combines technical skill, high-intensity strikes, and strategic grappling. Early sequences will likely see Morgan testing Cross's style with quick, methodical attacks, while Cross will respond with unpredictable, high-impact moves designed to control the pace and psychological environment. Taunts and mind games may come into play, as Cross uses verbal and physical tactics to create tension and pull Morgan off balance. The crowd will be engaged throughout, responding to near reversals, momentum swings, and the emotional highs and lows that both women are capable of delivering. This match is likely to be a showcase of resilience, adaptability, and character storytelling. Potential outcomes and implications. The result of the match carries narrative consequences regardless of who emerges victorious. A win for Morgan reinforces her as a resilient, fearless competitor who has overcome setbacks and is poised for future opportunities, possibly including title contention. Conversely, a victory for Cross could serve as a narrative springboard, allowing her to pursue upper-card feuds and cement herself as a renewed, dangerous presence within the division. The feud could continue to evolve post-match, potentially including further one-on-one contests, tag team alliances, or backstage segments that deepen the storyline. This confrontation is more than a match. It is a launching point for creative storytelling that will ripple through the division. Concluding thoughts. Ultimately, the confrontation between Nikki Cross and Liv Morgan demonstrates what makes WWE storytelling so engaging: a combination of character depth, personal stakes, and unpredictable outcomes. Both performers bring distinct strengths, styles, and motivations that promise a match filled with tension, athleticism, and drama. Fans can expect a physical contest intertwined with psychological warfare, where resilience, strategy, and adaptability are just as important as raw power. The result will not only determine the outcome of the match, but also shape the narrative direction of the Raw Women's division moving forward, providing opportunities for new story arcs and memorable moments. Call to engagement. Now, the conversation extends to the fans themselves. Viewers are encouraged to share their predictions, reasoning, and insights about the upcoming Raw match between Liv Morgan and Nikki Cross. Beyond simply picking a winner, fans can analyze the potential implications for both women, including future rivalries, title opportunities, and character evolution. The engagement of the audience reflects the interactive nature of professional wrestling storytelling, where fan investment enhances the drama, stakes, and excitement of each storyline. Morgan and Cross are not just performers. They are central figures in a narrative that blends athleticism, emotion, and strategy, and the anticipation surrounding their clash demonstrates the power of compelling character-driven storytelling in WWE.